Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Underqualified. I'm Ashley.
I'm Savannah.
And we are underqualified.
And we're so underqualified.
I'm sick of this podcast already. We're only 4 episodes in and I'm sick of it.
Literally.
I'm kidding. I'm just, minus the podcast part, I'm just sick. So.
Yeah, we're both a little bit sickly today.
We're both a little bit sick. Yeah.
Sorry.
We're doing great. So basically right after the podcast that we filmed last week, episode 3, I left Savannah's house like,
ill.
A little scratchy. And then I woke up Tuesday morning like, oh, really scratchy.
Very ill.
And we were supposed to go to see a movie with your mom. Our moms were supposed to meet. And we were supposed to have a little girls' date at the movies for $5 movies.
Which we didn't even end up going. We ended up renting it on Amazon Prime because we didn't want to go.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I came home and I was like, I feel ill. And I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to the movies. And she goes, I knew you were going to pull this on me. And I was like, I just can't. I feel so bad.
I felt really bad too because, I don't know. It's so me to cancel during the week. But regardless, Also, let me just say this. There's nothing that sucks more than getting a cold while it's hot outside. You know?
True.
Like, sometimes whenever you're hot and you've got a fever and you just want to step outside and feel that cold air hit your body. And, it's
not there.
It's hot outside. And
well, it's been a little bit cooler lately. Like, I feel like walking outside this morning, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. My mom was like, oh, did you break your fever yet? And I was like, what does that mean? I've never heard of that. And she was like, well, how did you sleep last night? And I was like, Mom, let me tell you. So I think this is Wednesday night. I had been napping all day. And finally I was like, I'm going to bed. It was like maybe 9. I didn't go to sleep till 10. And I am sleeping so amazingly. Like, I'm like cozied up and I'm getting the best sleep of my life, right? I open up my eyes thinking, man, I'd been sleeping for 12 hours probably. It is 11 p.m.
Ooh.
I slept for an hour and thought I got 12 hours of sleep. So I was like, what am I supposed to do from 11 to 5 now? Stare at the ceiling?
Basically.
But I woke up in like a really hot sweat. My mom was like, oh, you broke your fever. Also, my dog ate a rock and threw it up and then pooped out blood. So that was really concerning. So we took her to the vet and she still hasn't eaten since. So my dog is sick as well.
Everyone's sick at this point.
Sickness is going around. What about you? How's your week been?
Literally nothing. I haven't done anything besides working and like getting ready for next week, which is like all the shooting stuff we're doing for work, and I have to help out with that. That's literally it. I literally have nothing important going on. That's like really sad. I was like working and I was like, we have the launch coming out in October, so that's what we're kind of all preparing for.
Spooky season
When it's literally not spooky season themed.
Yeah.
It's elements themed. Go figure. But yeah, that's literally it. We're 2 very boring people apparently.
This is not, sorry, the high energy is not here today.
Yeah, we're not doing so hot. I might literally take a nap after this, I'm being completely honest.
Me too.
Curl up on the couch, watch some more Community. But today's topic is self-care. As we're both literally sick, self-care makes absolutely no sense. But this one was a lot more low-key than our other topic. But we're going to be talking about self-care today and how, it's a very controversial topic, so I can be. Yeah.
Speaking of self-care, lack thereof of me last night. I didn't freaking shave. I washed my hair. And for me, when I want to like really clean myself, I'll like wash my hair, do like this whole thing. But last night I didn't even shave. I don't even think I moisturized.
Who are you?
I don't know, but I haven't really been taking care of myself at all.
Yeah, but like it's okay really when you're sick because it's like not really warranted, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's not something that's, you want to make sure you're feeling better before you take the extra step to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
In a way. But also like when you feel like shit, you just gotta be slimy.
Yeah. Ew. Ew.
Just a little bit of sliminess.
No, yeah, I don't know. This whole week, and I've been really bad with going to the gym, which is, I think, a form of self-care.
Gym. Boo Jim.
I haven't been consistent in like 3 weeks, and that is not like me. And I went on Monday, and we honestly think that could have gotten me sick because I went to the gym once. Because if it was the concert that got me sick, my mom would have been sick as well.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was like, it could have been the gym, because I went to the gym on Monday, and then Monday night I was feeling sick.
Well, and there's like that new strain of COVID going around. Did you not know about that?
I did, but I don't want to believe I have that.
Well, literally all of our symptoms are like literally all the symptoms of COVID, which it's COVID Eris, Court of Thorn and Roses. A little bit hot in there. The character's super hot in the book.
Oh.
And I stand by that.
Is that those thick books? Do you have them?
Do I have them somewhere?
Are they over here?
Are they? Yeah, they're right here.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's these books.
Ah.
Yeah, no, good stuff. All the characters are super hot in it. They're going to make a TV show, but I don't think that's going to be possible.
Who do you hope they cast?
Someone that's like ethereal-esque looking. Because all the characters are supposed to be like beautiful and like they're supposed to be fairies. They have to be more beautiful than we are.
Well, yeah. I hope so. But you know, do we want them to give the aesthetic of like the elves on
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Like Lee Pace. That man is so beautiful. I want to be his husband so bad.
Orlando Bloom. You know, whenever they came out with the TV show for
The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. My brain is not working. You know, whenever they came out with the TV show this past year, everyone was like, it wasn't giving. Elves,
they weren't beautiful.
Yeah, they were giving.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
Mediocre. Anyways, self-care is reading books for... Honestly, I like reading books as self-care. Yeah. It puts me in a different world. It sets unrealistic expectations in life for me. Yeah. Because I read too much.
I put on my list, I try to read.
There's always that girl who's going to read, and there's always the friend who's not going to read. You know how many books she's stolen from me? It's unbelievable. I think I have 3 of them now.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand.
3 books.
I haven't finished any of them.
None of them. She's like, and I'm like...
Hear me out. I'm busy, okay? I'm working. I'm doing school. Now I'm editing the pod. Just,
If you, like...
The last thing I want to do is read.
Well, if you read, it's... For me, okay. So for me, like, reading is a form of self-care. Maybe it's a form of, like... self-sabotage.
I was going to say escapism.
Well, yeah, but it's a form of self-sabotage, even though it makes me feel good, because it makes me not want to be where I am. Does that make sense? That sounds really bad. But, like, it makes me want to, like, find love, and then I get depressed. And so is it really a form of self-care? No. It's really a form of self-sabotage that makes me need to up my medication. You know what I mean?
Right before we left today, you
popping my pills. 3 of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It could be a form of self-care. I just like reading. But
I completely agree. I think that it is a form of your self-care.
Yours can be listening to music. You listen jazz music.
I not only jazz, but I am a woman of all music. Speaking of music, I really want to go to this thing, but I don't think I'm going to because it's on like a Thursday night at 9 p.m. And hey, my bedtime is 9 p.m. So I don't think I can go. But it's this orchestra. It's called like the Candlelight Orchestra, and they play, there's like a Halloween themed one, there's a Christmas themed one, and then there's also one that's like this really famous writer or whatever. They play like all of his discography, and they put candles everywhere, and it's at the convention center. And I want to go, but like I said, it's on a Thursday night, and the showing that's at 6:30 is like all sold out. But I wanted to go to the Halloween themed one.
Why can't we go?
I just told you because it's late.
Why not?
Because it's on a Thursday night at 9 p.m. and I gotta go to sleep.
That's so dumb. Anyways,
maybe I'll buy the tickets first. They're only like $40.
Oh, you're kidding me. We should go.
I know, and it's really pretty. I'll have to insert some pictures because
I totally cut you off there. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. But I don't know if you would like it because I was talking to my mom.
I love orchestra.
Do you?
Oh my god, I love classical music. It makes me feel something.
Yeah.
It's like have you seen the live where they like play the movie and it's like the live
it's on my bucket list.
I want to go to a Star Wars one in Jacksonville, but I also want to do like a Studio Ghibli one because specifically House Moving Castle, because I literally have like a little music box for like the music on it, and it makes me emotionally, like, I cry every single time I hear it.
Oh my gosh.
It makes Edie laugh because I cry every time we start the movie.
Oh. No, yeah, I've seen them do it. Obviously, Harry Potter is like a more popular one that they do it too. They also do Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. That's a long movie to sit through, but I am obsessed with that. I like classical music. I love good jazz music. I love, lyrical jazz or just instrumental jazz, slow jazz. I'm a jazz gal. I also, oh my god,
she's dying.
I'm dying. I don't know. I low key like country because I'm from Arkansas. All right, moving on. I don't know. I really like music, so
not country.
That's my form, and I like to like do lyrical analysis on songs and whole albums, and I like sit down and like take notes on like albums and stuff.
I don't do that. I do that with books.
See, yeah, we're just different in that way.
Yeah,
that would be another form of self-care for me. Though, is just like when one of my favorite artists comes out with a new album, I simply put headphones on and I lay in bed and I'm like,
no, I love doing that.
What am I doing?
When like I remember this so vividly, but when Harry Styles came out with his like the first song on his new album, I remember where I was and like how which
album?
Oh, which one was it? It wasn't Harry's House. It was the one before that.
Okay.
No, maybe it was Harry. No, it was the one before that.
Yeah. His first album.
Yeah, I was like in New York in a hotel room with my grad assistant, and we were both laying on the bed, and we were like had our eyes closed, like both laying on our beds, and we like were playing the music to listen to it, and I was like, we were like rising into the heavens. I was like, what is going on? And then we both cried.
Oh.
Because we were like, this is so cool.
We did in high school, yeah. I had a little girlfriend group, and we would listen to Harry Styles in the car all the time. It's kind of how we all bonded. We were like, no way, you listen to this?
No way.
Shoot. And his is it his first album or his EP? Whichever one with Only Angel. Oh my god, that song's
EP.
Yeah, his first EP. There we go. That album EP is insane. We love Harry Styles.
Love Harry Styles.
Where were we going with this?
Self-care, the form of music and books, and how we kind of do that. Like even like, okay, like listening to music in the shower, that's a form of self-care for me because you're like going through your routine. You're kind of like, everyone has a different routine of how they take care of themselves in the shower. And I think that like listening to music, I watch shows in my shower while I watch Community. Go figure. Or while I shower and I wash my body 3 times and double wash my hair and condition because I hate the feeling of feeling icky. I don't like feeling gross, and that's maybe just OCD, or maybe that's me taking care of myself, or maybe it's the thought of if someone smells me, that's embarrassing.
It's self-care
With like a little bit of I don't know about that.
Imagination. I do not wash my body 3 times or my hair twice, but I do like to put a little hair mask in before the shower. I like to do the rosemary oil and like massage the head a little bit. And then when I do get in, I know you're supposed to rinse your hair out twice if you use a mask, but I'm like, let me just do it once real good. Then I don't know if you could count washing my body a couple times, but I use like one specific loofah for my private areas like my armpits and whatnot, and then I use another little scrubby thing for my back specifically, and then I use one of those African like exfoliating towels to like get my back, my lower back, and then like my legs. And then here's the thing, guys. I deal with really bad body acne and acne everywhere, so I have to like really exfoliate the body, and like it's really annoying because I have to look at certain chemicals that are in just regular body lotion and stuff. Like I can't just put anything on my body, and it really freaking sucks because like all the stuff that smells really good could probably break me out, you know. It's really a pain. I like to journal. That's so off topic. You don't journal?
But it's like, no, I don't like, no. That's like art for me though. Like art is a form of journaling for me.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it is, but it's close enough.
I think so. I'm a really big journalee.
I don't know how to do it.
But I've never been to therapy. I'm very open about like anything and everything. So I talk to my friends and I talk to my mom about everything. And even what I tell my friends, I just put in a journal. And I think honestly that's why I haven't had to go to therapy, because I'm a big, like, I love writing, I love typing, like I don't know.
Yeah, I go to therapy.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's like a form of, like, it's kind of like the idea that, like, you're going to talk to someone who has no opinion on your life whatsoever. They're just there to listen. Yep. Which is nice, because you can't, like, I feel like everyone always is going to have an opinion about what you're saying or what you're doing and, like, everything. And they're, like, depending on who you're friends with, they're always going to voice that opinion and try to, like, steer you in like what's considered the right direction, which might not be necessarily what you want. But funny story, I don't think I've told you about this before, but in my BFA class, my last semester, when we had to do our, like, final kind of, like, installation thing, God, I hate this girl in my class, hate her. I swear, if Kate's listening to this, she's gonna absolutely roll in her grave about this, because she absolutely hates this girl as well. But she was doing her final project on this idea of self-care, which partially her project was correct. Like, it was kind of like about how monetized it is, how self-care is, like, used for money, and how there's a lot of, like, pushing this idea that like, you have to be taking care of yourself at all times, like, you should be using face masks, skincare, this and this, and how much money you should be spending on it. And we were all like, yeah, like, that's great, but the way you're going about it isn't really right. And one of our last kind of critiques we had was with all the professors that we had. And one of the professors was like, do you not believe in self-care? She was like, no, like, I don't think it's a real thing. And he was like, well, then why are you doing this kind of installation? She was like, essentially to, like, poke the sleeping bear, like, to make fun of it, like, how it's, like, not a real thing. And he was like, well, do you not believe that therapy is a form of self-care? And she was like, well, if you have a problem, just go talk to, like, one of your friends or something. And we were all like, okay, but that's literally therapy. Like, going to talk to someone about your problems is therapy. Like, yeah, you need to get it off your chest. And he was like, what are you talking? Like, basically, like, they got into a big verbal fight. Nobody liked this girl. None of the professors, like, my BFA professor was surprised that she actually got into the program, like, all that jazz. But and then I piped in and I was like, look, like, I go to therapy, like, that's how I kind of get things off my chest, and it's like a sense of, like, relief kind of doing that. And I was like, not everyone thinks they should go to therapy, but there is, like, you know, whatever. And he, like, turned to me and he was like, do you not believe in therapy? And I was like, sir, I'm on 4 different medications. Of course I believe in therapy.
You're like, I actually have to go in 2 hours. So
yeah, I'm like, oh, look at the time, let me take my medicine. Like, right. What? And he was like, oh, just wanted to make sure. Also, this professor did not like me, by the way. He hated my guts. But I was like, okay. It was a very weird, but after that, like, no one liked her to begin with, but she was like crystals can be a form of self-care, like, kind of like that belief system in them. And so she, like, shoved crystals up her nose or something. And she was like, I don't want to offend anyone. I was like, bitch, that's literally the point of art, is to offend people. Yeah. But, like, you're doing it the wrong way. Yeah. It was very strange.
That is a really strange argument, because I feel like she's more mad that I don't know. Maybe it's like the title. It's kind of like how Christmas has turned into, like, this whole, like, marketing scheme. Yeah. You know, I guess it could be similar to that, where she doesn't agree with it being commercialized, you know, which is her point. Yeah. Exactly. That's really crazy. Maybe she just doesn't get it.
She's also just strange. Like, I'm a girl. I can be a girl hater sometimes, and I'm a fat girl hater on this girl. She's just, like, not, I don't know.
She's not doing all the self-care she needs.
No. Here's a very off-topic story, but, you know, okay, so essentially I told you about the bombing at the school. Yeah. My school almost got bombed because this guy...
It was right before I was supposed to get there. Yeah. I was like 2 hours away, and she's like, hold on, we have a bomb threat. Yeah, and no. I was like, what?
Literally, like, people that go to Flagler are crazy. But this guy had a problem, and so he sent a package to the library and was like, I'm gonna blow up the library.
It was like finals.
Yeah, it was literally, I was painting my final, like, literally in my painting studio, and I was like, literally, what's going on? And weird connection, but the guy who tried to bomb the school and tried to light the library on fire, this girl that I was talking about, we're gonna give her the letter B. Okay. B's boyfriend was roommates with him the guy who tried to bomb the school. And so they raided their dorm room, found all these sex toys in there, like wild ones, and they confiscated all of it. Because my friend lived next door to them and like saw it all happen and saw them confiscating all this stuff. And she was like, what are you confiscating? They're like, oh, there was all this weird like sex paraphernalia in there. Yeah. She's weird.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will condone you do what you want. But
in a dorm?
In a dorm.
Come on now. Hold off for a little bit. At least a year, okay?
Yeah, I was like, this is scary. But anyways. That was a weird off-topic story, but she's weird.
Yeah, that's giving weird energy.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she got caught is even more embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. And she would, like, talk about it freely in class.
Ew.
She's like, I just love my boyfriend so much. I was like, congratulations. Go talk about it to someone else.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Gosh.
How
do we move on from that?
I don't even know. Oh, here's another form. Okay, rewatching the same shows. How do you feel about that?
Oh my goodness, comfort shows. So mine used to be Vampire Diaries. I used to watch it over and over and over. I even cried after finishing it the very first time I watched it because I was that connected to it. I was probably in middle school. I'm a Damon girl, obviously. Actually, I'm a Jeremy girl, but that's
period.
Whatever, you know. Anywho, and I used to watch that over and over and over. And then that's really like the only comfort show that I had. Obviously, I watch Harry Potter at least 20 times a year. And, you know, I don't even watch it anymore. It's background for me. Now, obviously, Supernatural. We loved it. We love it. Savannah got me hooked on it, but you guys already know that story. That's a comfort show for me as well. And I do feel like it would it be classified as self-care? Is it your whole like book thing where it's kind of like you're escaping your world for something else? I think it's like
a comfort thing. Yeah. Like knowing, because I think I read something somewhere that was like it's a comfort thing because you know what to expect.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to worry about what's going on. Yeah. Like that kind of thing.
I have a friend that has some anxiety, and she would watch the same YouTube videos over and over just because it's like, because it's the same thing. Like she knows kind of what's going to happen and she doesn't really need to watch it, but there's that like hearing their voices and like in the background and kind of being able to keep up in your head while you're doing something else is really comforting. I don't necessarily watch the same YouTube videos, but shows, I'll put it on a show or, you know, a podcast or something on in the background everywhere I go.
I was gonna say, I think I've rewatched New Girl.
Oh yeah. Do you reread books?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one book I think I've read like 10 times.
Wow.
Because it's like one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors. But
what is it? What's the book?
It's called The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. Oof. It's so good. And
give us the spark notes.
So, okay, I don't know how to like really explain it, but it's like basically connected to like a bunch of her other books. But so this girl and her brother like live in this town that's like, it's like a fairy book, go figure. That's known for like having like fairies like being on this border of this like, you know, like the threshold between human world and fairy world. And they have this coffin in the forest that has like this fairy prince in it that's been there for like 100 years or something. And they all like go party around it, like that kind of thing. And one night, like the girl, she like wakes up and she's like dirt all over her feet, and the guy's gone from the coffin, and she's like, what's going on? Like, what just happened? And it turns out that she had like made a deal with like the king or something to like serve like him in the night for like a certain amount of years. And she broke the prince out of the coffin. And so she's like trying to help him, and it's like him, her brother, and then her like trying to help him like get back to the kingdom and stuff like that. And then the prince ends up falling in love with her brother.
Duh.
And then they're like together, and then she becomes a knight, and it's so good.
Wow.
It's a really good book.
Yeah, seems good. Don't give it to me because you'll never get it back and it'll never be read.
It's somewhere. I don't know. It's like I've like annotated it. Like it's like the pages are missing. Yeah, I've had it for a while, so it's a bit crusty. But it's one of my favorite books of all time. But
I don't think I have a favorite book. I don't know. Have you seen that video of like maybe it's like 21 Savage? Yeah, it's 21 Savage in Savage. And he's in an interview and they ask him what his favorite book is and he says Charlotte's Web. And then another rapper is like, yo man, every single time I see 21, he's reading. He's always reading.
He's reading Charlotte's
the same book.
That's very on brand, surprisingly.
Apparently he loves reading.
Aw, wait, that's so cute.
I know.
That makes me kind of love 21 Savage now.
21. Hey.
Can you do something for me?
God
help us. We need help. We need therapy.
I just need a book. No, I just need a journal. I don't need... Book is the last thing I need.
Never gonna finish it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then what... Like, do you have any other shows that you watch, like, over and over again besides Supernatural?
No.
No? Okay, never mind.
I'm more of a movie person. Okay, so like I said, Vampire Diaries, Supernatural, like shows. But movies, like if I'm on a long car ride, I watch Lord of the Rings, even though I barely know
what's
any
going
of
on?
the name. No, I know what's going on. I don't really know like the characters' names though. Harry Potter. I like to watch Twilight over and over. Like anything that has a lot of parts and the movies are decent, just a little bit, and maybe there's a little bit of fairy tale in it, you know, a little bit of fantasy. That's what I like to go for.
Yeah. I was gonna say I just watched New Girl. Love New Girl. Psych. Over and over. Watched Psych multiple times. Twilight's always good ones.
You like some comedies. You like a sitcom.
I love sitcoms.
I just recently started getting into sitcoms, but I love them. I've never watched a sitcom in order. It's usually just like on the TV and it's you know, like random.
Or whatever I make you watch.
Yeah.
Me literally making you watch Community every single time you come over because I think it's so funny.
Well, first it was New Girl.
Yeah, no.
And now it's Community.
Think of it. Oh, I watched the new One Piece show, the live action.
Is that anime?
They came out with a live action and it's actually really good. Like, it's better than some of the other ones I've seen. The other ones are not good. But I started like watching the anime again because I've seen a couple episodes, but Cooper was like, you need to watch it, and I was like, fine, I guess I will. But it's like 1,000+ episodes.
They're usually short though, right?
Yeah, they're like 20 minutes, but that's still 1,000 episodes.
Yeah.
Like the most, I think I watched an anime that was like 300 episodes and I watched everything.
Holy.
And it took me months.
Yeah.
Because I was like watching it on my little iPad.
My dad is watching an anime right now. I don't even remember what it is. But my dad loves Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
It's like childhood for him.
No.
But sometimes he puts it on and I'm like, Dragon Ball Z again? That's when I know he has nothing to watch though. When he puts it on, I look over 10 minutes and he's like like sleeping.
That's me, Cooper, what are you watching? Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen. Love Jujutsu Kaisen. It's so good.
Me right now. Just right over my head.
That's a comfort show right there, even though the new arc is death and despair. Literally the first character's already died in the new episode.
Skipping the worst seasons of certain shows is self-care.
Honestly, yeah. Pretty much. Or like just like stop watching it before like anything bad happens. Like I'll
not me raising my hand as if I have something to say. Okay. I want to get into this. What is going on with fall shows? Fall shows are Gilmore Girls. Fall show is the OC.
Supernatural is part of it.
Yes. Oh yeah. Supernatural. What else is there? What's the show with Chad Mitchell is his name? What's his name?
One Tree Hill?
One Tree Hill is a fall show. You know, like there's just something about those old early 2000s, like especially Gilmore Girls, like it just feels like fall.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. I don't watch any of those shows. I hate them all.
I don't think I've watched any of those fully through.
Me neither. I think I tried watching Gilmore Girls and I was like, I hated Rory.
Is so annoying.
I hated her so much, so I stopped watching it. My mom's watched One Tree Hill a couple times. She's watched the OC.
Yeah.
I don't really like those shows. Like early 2000s, like Scooby-Doo live action. Oh. I'll eat that shit up.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Speaking of Scooby-Doo, we used to watch actually my best friend Bailey, her mom would pick us up before school and then drop us off to school and then pick us up after school, whatever. So the van had a TV in it and we only watched Scooby-Doo over and over every morning. And we would even watch the same episodes over and over, but it was my childhood. I love Scooby-Doo. They're coming out with candles this season. I don't know if it's the Scooby-Doo brand. I mean, I don't know who it's under. I don't think it's Bath and Body Works, but I wish. I would buy the whole set. Yeah, of Scooby-Doo. I really love waking. Did you ever wake up Sunday mornings and like, I'm an early riser, but I used to wake up super early in the morning and have the TV to myself and watch cartoons before everyone would wake up. and Scooby-Doo would be on there, or Cartoon Network, anything that was on, man.
I'd always watch Adventure Time. That's another thing of self-care, like rewatching, like not like rewatching shows, but watching shows from your childhood to get that sense of like the nostalgia. Like I know they just came out with like a new Adventure. Did you ever watch Adventure Time growing up? Boo. I was just one of those weird kids. But they came out with this new Adventure Time show that's like a spin-off, but it's like an adult show compared to like that original one. I'm dying. I have to burp so much. I'm drinking 3 different drinks. I've got my electrolytes, my water, and my coffee. Do it. No, I did not watch Adventure Time. I didn't really watch too much Cartoon Network because we only got that channel at my grandpa's house. So I was more of like a teen Nick type of gal, or just regular Nick, or Disney, and that was all that I really got. I really liked Full House when I was a kid. I never watched that. It was funny. I was learning lessons as a child. I just learned how to be a little shit watching all the shows I watched. Yeah. Like Adventure Time, like regular show. You know, that is so us. I'm watching Full House. I'm cozy. And you're like... have a sword fighting my brother while watching Adventure Time? Yeah. Beating him up. What else did we watch? Literally that TikTok sound that's like, I'm seeing like a ballerina. And you're like, go, go, dum, 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 dum. I think we still have like our old like Pirates of the Caribbean swords we get at Disney because we'd fight each other so hard that they'd break in half. New comfort movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. Just Pirates recently, of the Caribbean. Like 3 months ago, I watched all of the movies back to back to back. They're every so night. Good. Because as a kid, I never really understood the story arc and like what was like I got it, but I didn't get it. And so now that I get it, oh, that freaking CGI is insane. Like, anyways, yes, the CGI is beautiful. It's compared to like what it is now, it's like not good. Yeah, like there's something about the graininess and so like yummy. I love grainy movies. Me too. I love a grainy movie. Speaking of movies, okay, another self-care thing. I love to go to Universal. You do. That is a form of self-care for you. I like to go get myself some butterbeer, walk around by myself, go on some rides by myself. I wish we lived closer, even closer than what we do. I know. I'd go every weekend. Close. Yeah. I'd go every weekend. If I lived in Orlando, I'd be like, oh, look at the time I gotta go on Harry Potter. Do you think you would enjoy working there? Maybe if you were in high school or college, like, would you? No. And you lived in Orlando or no? No, because I've heard like the horror stories, like people working at Disney, and like I have friends that are in the Disney college program, and the only reason they still work there is because of how much they love Disney, but they also don't love it anymore because it's kind of ruined it for them. Yeah. But I also wouldn't want to work in Universal. Do you think Mr. Walt Disney's head himself is frozen under Disney? Oh, for sure. iCarly literally had confirmed that. Oh, yeah, I did. Mr. Dingo. Yeah. I was telling someone about that yesterday. I was like, yeah, you know that episode of iCarly where they're in I forgot about that episode. That's like my favorite episode where they're like in the dingo and they're talking to the riders and Sam pulls out a butter sock and she's like, yeah, starts beating them up with it. And I was like, y'all don't remember that episode? And they were like, no. Granted, my coworkers, like, they're not old, but they're like 28, 29. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all have no idea what I'm talking about? They're like, no. I'm like, what kind of life did y'all live? What is that your favorite iCarly episode? Yeah. Or the one where her apartment burns down and they redo her entire room. Oh, Spencer was on something, man. I relate to him a little bit too much. When he was like, dude, I specifically remember the chicks. Remember they had chicks for one episode? Oh my gosh, and they had to hunt them down. Yeah, or the pranks episode. Loved the prank. That one. Yes. That felt like a fever dream. It did. When Freddie like has break dances in his own like dream world or something. Or when Spencer's also looking for the chicks and he has to go into their AC unit and he's like crawling and he's like, a roly-poly! And he like freaks out and he starts blowing. He's like... The one in the elevator and the little window that they have to try and get out. That was like the last one. They were like, oh! When One Direction was on iCarly. Oh my gosh, I remember that! And Harry got sick. Carly. Me right now. Shut up. Carly, please. Please make me some soup, please. Why is that so accurate? It's so scary. Oh. Send that to Harry Styles right now.
Right now.
He
We've
will.
been talking about him a lot this
We love Harry
episode.
Styles. No, because that's another episode I thought about us doing is like random characters like we like randomly relate to.
Mine's definitely Spencer. Actually, yours could be more Spencer because he was like a sculptor and like an artist.
He was.
You know?
He had like wild ideas. And he was
I'm
like,
more
"Yo."
of a crazy Steve from Drake and Josh. Dude, I
the
can't
guy who
speak.
holds the what's his name? The guy who holds the bagels on the stick. And I'm
Oh
Carly.
my gosh.
We're both like, stop.
Oh my god. I just realized what I was doing.
Guys, we're delusional from our medicine. I'm so sorry.
I don't know, but remember when he freaking got the tacos on there, and whenever he put bagels on there, instead of putting the hole through the regular hole of the bagel, he like stuck it on horizontal or vertically.
He did what now? He went.
I don't know. I gotta stop. What was his name? It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Love iCarly, iconic. I don't like that they did a reboot.
Me
I
neither.
feel like stuff like that, you just should keep it the way it was.
What about Victorious?
Love it.
I was just watching.
I know all the music.
Same.
It's that new movie with that guy in it.
We watched it.
My mom watched it, but she didn't choose. Like, she just let the bar run out, and it chose whatever it wanted to choose.
He was hot in it. He was hot. He reminded me too much though of Jack Sparrow. The way his mannerisms. I was like, what's going on here?
Thinking that, like, with the accent and like his whole like demeanor.
He was like, I forgot her name. He was like, I'm a singer. I'm gonna sing for you. Come to LA with me so we can sing.
How do you say his name?
Avin
Jogia? Hogia? Hogia.
No. No, he's not Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think his
hair was so cute in that.
I don't like it blonde. I like it long and dark.
Oh, okay. I like it anyway.
You're gonna clip that and we're gonna send it to him. Same with Harry Styles. We love you, Harry.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
God.
Harry. Charlie
Anyways,
bit my finger.
the movie we were talking about was called Choose Love.
And
it stars
Alyssa Milano.
No,
Melissa
Laura.
Morano.
It's Laura, right?
Morano.
Laura Morano. Who is Alyssa? Who is Alyssa?
I don't know who
Basically,
Alyssa is.
Allie from Austin and Allie, and then Beck from Victorious.
So hot.
Isn't that so random? Why would they do that?
When
Two
worlds
Disney
collide.
stars. Did you get into Austin Alley or no?
Oh my god, yes. Me and my mom loved Ross Lynch.
Yeah.
We'd watch it all.
What? Dude, whenever he was like a magician in the box or something. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I was thinking, okay, wait. Okay, this is back to Victorious. Remember that scene I was talking about? Remember that scene when they had to do the play and Tori had narcolepsy?
No.
She was like an astronaut who had narcolepsy, and Beck and Andre were like her sons, and they were twins. And she was like, "They're twins. You can't tell them apart."
Oh yeah, dude.
And they're like standing side by side, like smiling. Oh, that's the type of humor I have. They're like, they're twins. You can't tell them apart. Literally completely erased.
Dude, that episode where Psychowitz made them come to their house and they had characters they had to play, and she was like pregnant and she was like, what about my Raisin Bran? And she was like a cop or something.
And she was a cop. I thought about being here for Halloween this year with the Raisin Bran.
Andre's crazy
pregnant.
grandma. Do you remember Andre's crazy grandma? Oh no, his mom, not his grandma. It was his mom.
It was his grandma. He said, "Grandma."
Oh, maybe.
She was like,
Kat's crazy brother that was never shown, but the stuff she said about him. Do you remember?
Yeah.
She was always like, well, my brother went to jail, or my brother murdered. I don't even know. Her brother was crazy.
My brother's car. He keeps mannequin body parts in the back seat.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, Dahmer, get out of here.
Oh my gosh. Or Big Time Rush. I love Big Time Rush.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Big Time Rush.
I did. I enjoyed Big Time Rush, but I wanted to know more about their hockey journeys. Give me them playing some sports, because I want to see that. Imagine.
No. No.
Okay, see, you're more of like a Big Time Rush. Like, you would go see Big Time Rush concert.
Oh, I wanted to.
We wanted to. You wanted to. I would much rather see the Jonas Brothers right now.
Been there, done that.
Oh, we're both guys, we are so sick.
I did see the Jonas Brothers. They were good. I cried. I love them.
I think it's official that Joe Jonas and his woman have divorced.
Stop. Don't talk to me about that. I'm so upset about it. Because honestly, I think it's his fault anyways, because all the news outlets are supporting her because she's literally in the UK right now filming a movie while this is all happening. Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's on tour while this is all happening too. How are they gonna...
but he has the kids. Yeah.
Oh.
And he's like putting the kids on blast.
I forgot they had kids.
They have 2 kids.
Holy.
She like literally had a kid not too long ago too. And she like never showed off the kids, but now that he has them, he's like, oh my god, look at my children. Look at what a good father I am.
That's weird.
I hate the Jonas Brothers now. I do love them. I miss them in Camp Rock. Joe Jonas has always been problematic though, so I can't say anything. That's another self-care for me, is looking up celebrity gossip. I love celebrity gossip.
That was supposed to be our episode today, but
honestly, this topic is so out there, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we're so random right now.
No, it's really good though. It's not bad.
That's so random. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah, Socks with Sandals. You remember the Socks with
Sandals?
Socks with Sandals. Ooh.
Is that how it went?
I don't know.
No.
I was thinking of the Batman, the Lego Batman, where he's like,
you love Lego Batman. He's staring at us.
He's so What's the part where he's like,
I don't know the part.
It's like this scene where Alfred's like, sir, you have to leave the house, and he's like, no, and he's like, you have to, like, it's gonna be a wonderful time. He's like, no, and he's like, you have to go outside, and he goes, no.
Who voices Batman? Will Arnett.
Yes, it's Will Arnett. I love him.
Michael Cera's in it.
Mm-hmm. He plays Robin.
Lots of people are in it. We don't need to go through the cast.
Adam Devine. He plays Barry Allen.
Speaking of Barry Allen, I watched that new movie with Lucy Hale and Grant
Gustin.
Yeah. Did I already talk about that? It was cute. It was about their dogs making love and having a baby, and then that brings them together. And they're honestly not really compatible, but yin yang.
I think I watched a K-drama about that one time.
Oh, K-drama.
Good stuff.
Anywho, I have a question. How often do you get your nails done?
I try to go every 3 weeks, but I'm broke, so it doesn't really happen.
Because that's a form of self-care.
Yeah, but I don't like to go here's the thing. For me, it's not really a form of self-care. It's more of like I want to feel pretty kind of thing. Because I don't like to go. At the end of the
day, like, it feels good. It feels nice.
I just don't like to go, to be honest.
Oh.
It's not enjoyable to me. It hurts my shoulder.
Honestly, I've got something to say.
Hit me.
All right, and this might be, I don't know if you know this, but we've gotten our nails done together. But here's the thing. When you say you're going to go get your nails done, every single time, like, when I get my nails done, I don't really like to talk that much. Like, I like to watch whatever they have on TV, whether, like, it's to the person I'm going with or if it's the person doing my toes. I don't necessarily like to talk. I want to be, like, relaxed.
But they always talk to me.
That, and when you try and schedule something with your friends, we always end up, like, maybe on our, like, if we're getting our toes done, we end up on our phone or just, like, I don't know. Like, I never really gossip at the nail salon. Mm-hmm. Not really.
Well, and they never, like, sit you together anyways.
Exactly. Like, you're always, like, so far away from each other, and you're like, well, what was the point of hanging out if we're just gonna be so far away?
Yeah, and it's just, like, I got my toes done with my aunt, and the reason we got them done was to gossip. Like, that's literally why we did it. Right. But it's, like, when you get your toes done, it's such a massage-esque experience that you, like, zone out during it. Yeah. I've noticed, like, I do that all the time. Yeah. So, like, toes, I think it's self-care because you're not really... You have your hands free so you can, like, look at, like, read or something. Right. But getting your actual nails done is just so hard. Like, it just hurts my shoulder just thinking about it.
And you feel like you can't really, like, you can't sit back in the seat. Yeah. You need to be, like
you're tense.
Good posture. Yeah. Speaking of massages, have you ever gone to a massage?
Oh my God, I love them.
Are they regular or you just gotta go when you feel like it?
I go during my chiropractor appointment. He has a massage in there, and so I go get a massage, and then I'll go get my back popped and locked by my grandma.
Have you seen those TikToks now? That's like, okay, take a deep breath in, and they break a door.
No! Did you see the guy? Ew, just thinking about this. He was like, I don't know if he was like popping this guy's tailbone or something, but he had like pulled his like shorts down, and he like was like wearing boxers, and he literally had his fingers inside his ass. So I swear to God, it was like, this is literally how he was. Oh my God, I need to find it.
I've never gotten a massage. I would love to. I've gotten a facial once. So I'll do it kind of quick for you guys, so maybe someone can relate. But I got my period really young. I was in like 5th grade. And so with a period, I also started getting acne at a really young age. Honestly, I got my first pimple when I turned like 10 years old or something crazy. It was not fun. And then I also was always in sports. So being like in softball and volleyball and always sweaty and like just, you know, whatever. I don't think I was washing my face correctly when I was that young. I didn't really have a skincare routine, like I don't know. And so we went to different dermatologists, and they just gave me the classic, I don't even freaking know, the stuff that they give you, and it didn't really work. I probably wasn't as consistent as I could be. Well, then when I got to like 9th grade, I got on birth control, and that helped a lot, but weight fluctuation was crazy. I gained weight, and since I was still like growing into being a woman, I feel like it either heightened that being on birth control, or I don't know, but I gained a lot of weight, and then I lost it, and then whatever, the acne was like in and out, but eventually it went away for like years, and I was on birth control for 8 years, so my hormones were being controlled for 8 years straight. And then probably it's been about maybe 10 months now that I've been off of birth control, because my blood sugar or pressure, I honestly don't know, or my cholesterol was like super high. And my doctor was like, you need to start coming in regularly to get this checked. And I was like, that's not good. I think it's my birth control pill. And he was like, well, we can switch whatever medication you're on. But I was like, no, because the second we switch it, I could break out. Like, I don't know what's going to happen to me, because changing your birth control to me is like a really big deal, especially if you've been on the exact same one for years. And so I also think my birth control is making me a little bipolar sometimes. The only good thing that came out of birth control was, you know, it took my acne away, and I had consistent periods, which was good. But since, you know, 10 months ago, getting off of it, all of my acne came back. I was getting hormonal acne on top of fungal acne. I was trying to treat everything at the same time, and those having 2 different types of acne, it's hard to figure out what stuff to put on your face, because some things might trigger your fungal acne while trying to get rid of the hormone acne. So whatever. It's been a journey, and I haven't been on birth control. I don't know if I'll go back. Maybe whenever I get sexually active again, because I haven't seen a man in years.
I was gonna say, we haven't been touched.
I'm so deprived, but it's okay. I'm honestly happy being single right now. So anyways,
I'm not.
That's my acne journey. Obviously I'm still struggling to this day, and it is what it is. Honestly, I'm a 20-year-old girl, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know? Did you got anything to say?
I mean, I've been on birth control probably for maybe like 4 or 5 years. Only because my acne was so bad. Honestly, it's
so far so good for you. Because honestly, that's honestly why I hadn't had a period that was consistent. I think I've had 2 periods since I got off birth control, and it has been 10 months, and that is not okay. So that was good that it controlled my periods, and it gave me no acne. Like, honestly, it was fine. And I had a boyfriend at the time, so honestly, it was like a win-win-win. Minus my mental state. My physical state.
I was supposed to say, like, my birth control didn't really have any side effects. Like, I didn't really gain any weight. If anything, I stopped eating. Like, nothing really happened.
You still on it? You still on birth control?
Yeah, only because my acne will get so bad if I get off of it. Like, my acne was terrible. Yeah. Like, your face has gotten a lot better than it was.
Don't you remember? It was pretty bad a couple months ago. She won't
let me pop the pimples on her back, guys. I want to pop it so bad.
That is nasty. And it hurts me.
Just take a little needle in.
No.
I do it to Cooper all the time.
No. God. I was gonna ask, how often do you shave? I'm a once a week gal. Everything, top to bottom. Just once a week.
I do my everything shower once a week.
Yeah.
But like during the winter, I don't really shave.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
The leg hair, I just like wait until it gets obnoxiously long, and then I'll
I'm pretty
shave.
consistent. I shave once a week, everything. Do you remember your first period that you had?
Yeah, I bled through my shorts at school.
Yeah.
And I would bleed through my shorts every single time I had my period because that's how heavy they were.
Yeah.
But
my mom gave me one of her pads, and it was so big for me. It was like super thick because my mom used to have super heavy periods as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like I was wearing a diaper, and I thought everybody at the time I was wearing skinny jeans because I was just, in like 5th or 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember thinking people could probably see the outline of the pad because it just felt so big. And I thought everyone knew. And I remember also like when I first had my very first period, it was so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I immediately thought, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I can't do it. Obviously it's better now. Also, when I first started wearing a real bra, I was like, Mom, I can't wear this every day. This sucks.
Now I wore a bra and now I'm back to being braless.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, I never wear a bra.
I love wearing a bra.
I hate it. Okay, I will say though, I like wearing a bra because I hate having boobs. I hate having boobs.
You love wearing a bra because you hate having boobs?
Yes, but because it makes them disappear.
Oh.
More than usual. There's not much there to begin with.
Mine make mine very apparent.
Mine, there's nothing there.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why, like, whenever I go out, I have to, like, pull them up, do a little tape action.
My C cup's very, I don't know. It can be flat if I want it to be flat. It can be big if I want it to be big.
And mine's like a 32B.
Yeah. My sister's like, you've got double D knockers on you. I said, Miss, that was maybe whenever I had started birth control and my boobs got huge, okay? But now I'm even out, okay? I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. She doesn't sound like that. I don't know who that was that came out of my mouth. I'm so tired.
There you go. Same, honestly.
Okay, and then also something I mentioned earlier that maybe we can get into a little bit is how with self-care being our theme of this episode, a lot of people like to show their self-care on social media through TikToks or Instagram, and it's always a get ready with me to insert whatever you want with the most obnoxious
obnoxious,
oh my God, with their headbands and whatnot.
Yeah, well, and that all goes back to like what we were kind of talking about before, is it's like the commercializedness, and everything you do now has to be made to make money. Yeah. So people are like, and that goes into the whole influencer status thing, and like, I think of like Alex Horowitz. I love her. So like her doing her get ready with me, like, and that's how she blew up literally all of her skincare. So, and
she used to struggle with acne. She did Accutane, and she had really bad cystic acne. And I love that she shows that side of her, because not a lot of people do. And even if they have been on acne medication, it's really not that bad, and their skin is never, because here's what me and my sister were going on about, is how doctors are so quick to prescribe, oh, you're struggling with acne, take Accutane. Back in the day, they did not give it out to anyone. Like, you had to be severely cystic, like my face is just so puffy and swollen, then they would give it to you. Now it's like, oh, you've got a few spots because you're on your period, here's some Accutane. And
it's just crazy.
It's such an intense medication. Like, you have to get constant blood work drawn. I mean, your body is going through, like, it's like shedding off skin because it's so dry. It can mess up if you're like, especially for women and men, they want to make sure.
Doesn't it mess up your hormones really bad?
It does. And so for women, they want to make sure that you're healthy and that you're not sexually active or anything. Or I think it can also cancel out birth control. So they make sure that you're not doing any of that. And then also for men, they want to make sure that they've gone through puberty already. That way it doesn't, stunt their growth in any sense. So I don't know. And then if you hear a doctor talk about birth control and Accutane, it's like a good doctor will tell you it's not the best thing for you. Same with spironolactone. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's something to help with hypertension and like blood pressure and stuff, but it can also help with your acne, and that's another acne medication. And I'm just like, it's just putting a band-aid on
Yeah.
what's actually happening. And no hate, because I did it for 8 years, so no hate if you are taking some acne medication, but I think at the end of the day, it's hormones. Everyone's you get them. I'm in my 20s. If you're in your 20s, or if you're like a teenage boy, I know teenage boys get acne really bad. Teenage girls do too. We just get to cover it up with makeup most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's a human thing, so nothing to be discouraged about. But that being said, on TikTok, everyone is doing their get ready with me's, and I feel like it's so crazy how impressionable young people are to this whole, I don't know, like heightened kind of, skincare routines and stuff. Like some people, if you have good skin, you don't need a crazy skin routine.
Well,
and if
it's
you
like, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, if you have acne as well, not everything that you see someone else, here's this drop and they're putting the applicator right on their face when you're not supposed to do that. And then it's like, I don't know, there's just so much stuff that everyone is using. And now like K-beauty and like Korean brands are really in right now for their skincare, which as they should be, because their skin freaking is amazing over there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going on a rant about. I will say though, I do appreciate the sense of kind of starting early on it. Only because like might as well start now before you get all wrinkly and old. And then it becomes kind of irreversible. Yeah. Make sure you're wearing your sunscreen.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
Me too.
Really. Like, and I do like the idea that like there is this push to kind of care more about yourself, whether it be superficial or not, but like other people don't do it superficially, some people do, and if you do it superficially, shit, I do it. So like I want my skin to look good rather than I just want my skin to be healthy. No, I want my skin to be clear.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I guess we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. I know this episode was super all over the place and we really didn't stay on topic at all.
No.
We went in a whole rant about nostalgic shows and stuff. So if you stuck through, thank you. And if you continue to listen, thank you as well.
Yes, thank you so much. Sorry, we're all over the place. Very sickly today.
Yeah, hopefully
so sorry about that.
Next episode, hopefully we're not sicko mode. We're Mo Bamba. All right.
I'm done here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.